the CTV Sports. I'm Dale Schwetz.
And I'm Jan Eric Frank.
And we are live here in the CTV studios for our second tournament of the day.
And not only that, our second game of this tournament, the Madelon Bourdieu Memorial 6 Goal 2023. Now, if you were tuned in earlier, not today, but of course earlier last week, we would have seen the first match where we had Brookfield Farm Polo take on Smithfield. Smithfield winning that very, very comfortably. That man, Manu Vijamil, scoring a total of 6 goals. Here we now then today have Trinidad Polo, a team that I have to confess I don't know very much about, against the Polo School. Let's start by giving you the rundown of who's playing for Trinidad Polo. At number 1, João de Souza, coming in off 1 goal at number 1. At number 2, Kylie McGraw, the zero-goal player. And then at number 3, Valentino Cesaretta, the 3-goaler, and at number 4, Ernesto Navidad, the 2-goaler. And already, they've gone on straight away, getting on with the action for the Polo School. Meredith Lovegrove, Santos Bellini, Facundo Freginet, and of course Juan Bellini. And your mounted official this afternoon is of course Mr. Roddy Matthews, and they have been very quick here to get off to a quick start. There's the first backhand shot from Bellini to Bellini. Your favourite drink, I believe, Dale Schwitz.
Yeah, my favorite summer drink, of course. And Santos going to be wearing the 1 today as they mixed it up a little bit here. And looks like we're going to have Juan Bellini wearing the number 4. And that'll put Facundo at the number 3. And Meredith wearing the number 2 today. We have a little bit of a play right here. Everybody comes together. Quick play. Penalty blocking foul. 5A in favor of the Polo School in their blue jerseys.
And, let's see how these two teams fare. Of course, as we said, that first game that we had in this tournament, what a great performance there by Smithfield. I know you, Dale, you know you spoke a lot about Craig Callan, who you know very, very well. I believe you said you played with him.
Yeah, what's that?
With Craig Callan?
Yeah, with Craig Callan, yes, sure. He had to play well. I played with them. I also did a lot of umpiring. As we get a great goal here by Facundo Freginet. This is a great give and go, and this is what you want to do, get these two young players working hard together. Santos Bellini, nice play here by Facundo Freginet takes it from the right to the left, finishes on the near side. That's a high goal play right here by this young player. Watch this. Flips it to the near side, keeps it out in front, and then goes on the goal shot. That's just a great play by this young player to get the first goal today for the Polo School. Yeah, in our last game, it was very fast, open polo, as you said, with the two teams that played. Smithfield coming in so strong, 8-3. At the end. So we have some very strong 6-goal teams playing here in the Madelon Bourdieu. And it's, these teams have been the 6 goals, has been more like 8 to 10 goal polo where our last league was. It was very fast, open. It's 4-chucker polo. So you need to come out quickly and score goals. And here, Juan Bellini, Director of Operations for the Polo School. And the Polo School is in session. We'll talk more about that today as it goes on. And actually, Meredith Lovegrove is one of our students from the Polo School. So Bellini turns this one to the inside, and right there, they come together, and a whistle sounds.
Yeah, and both players, Juan Bellini and João de Souza, appealing to the umpire, and it looks like
There's a blocking foul against the blue, and it just gets a little caught up there for Bellini. He went to turn it, and it went underneath his horse, and then they got caught up. So you have a penalty 5A, and it'll be Bellini here to control.
Yeah, and that ball just ever so slightly winning out to the right-hand side, and very, very quick, of course. It's going to be interesting to see how these two with the 3-goal handicap players are going to fare off each other. Valentino Echezarreta, the man in 3 in white, against the 3-goaler playing the number 4. Here he is, Juan Bellini, and he gets things going underway once again very quickly. So that first goal, that very, very quick early goal here from Facundo Freginet has put the Polo School in the lead. But like I said, very keen to see how this young man, Echezarreta, is going to fare in this game. Once again, Bellini clearing that ball up nicely. Picked up on the near side. Well played there by Fregenet. Everything so far according to the rule book. No reason there for the umpire to resort to blowing that whistle. Once again, in for the challenge. Now it's going to be Natividad. Man with the number 4 there. Ernesto, very strong off 2 goals. And you can see why as he takes that ball back over the halfway line and into the Polo School territory. Needs a bit of support. He's up against Bellini, this time the younger of the two. Now comes senior Bellini, Juan right behind him. But he's got that man with the number 3 on his shoulder there, needing to clear the way to allow Bellini to make a solid, clean play on that ball, which was very, as I say, very close to the sideboards. But again, it's going to be Natividad who to turn things around. Nicely picked up on the near side by Fregenet, and we've seen him play throughout this season. And Dale, what a strong young player he is.
Yeah, you got a Fregenet. He adds a lot of energy to the team, and they've switched the team up a few times. Remember, unlimited substitutions is okay, and this is working out very well. I like the way that Facundo's come in here and added a spark to the Polo School, and he seems to be getting along with both of the Bellinis very well. They'll get Meredith in the groove, as she'll pull the team in the front when she gets an opportunity. Right here we have a play where 2 players come together, backed up there, bounces off the pony. Santos jumps on the right of way and then gets the blocking foul right there. His number 4 in the white will come in front. Penalty 5-8 in favor of the Polo School with 2:05 left here in our first chucker play. Going to bring it to our courtesy change. And it's great to see all these different teams. 6 teams playing this year in the Madelon Bourdieu.
Absolutely, and some very familiar faces if we just go through these teams. Aurea Polo, once again, of course, with Petra Subatova, Justin Daniels, Finn Secunda, and Matti Busquet, a very, very strong team. They came second in that last 6-goal tournament that we played. Trinidad Polo, we've got them out on the field. As I say, I don't know much about them. Very much looking forward to seeing how they fare. And then, of course, Brookfield Farm Polo, who've already had their first game with Sophia Dobel, Franz Pinacci, Alex Webb, and, of course, Jason Crowder. Those 3 teams, Aurea Polo, Trinidad Polo, and Brookfield, are in bracket 1. Bracket 2, then, the Polo School we're seeing out there this afternoon with Meredith, Santos, Juan, and Facundo. Limehouse Properties, Chip Limehouse, I believe, will be sharing that position with Eliza Limehouse, both coming in off number 1. Brad Limehouse also in at number 2. Grant Gansey at number 3. And I'm still missing a player.
Yeah, waiting for TV. I'm interested to see that. As I talked to Brad Limehouse, and, of course, is the daughter of Chip. Chip and Brad are brothers. Very good friends with the Limehouses. Their father, Buck, bless his heart, bless his soul. We love you, Buck, man. He was such a big intricate part of me and my brother's polo career, helping us along the way. Loves the game of polo out of South Carolina. They are working and participating in the Polo On Demand program.
Great.
So we're going to be able to critique, and you're going to be able to see the most unique polo program in the world right here live in front of you. We've had a number of people being involved in that, and that's where they come in, and they lease the horses, and they set them up with a team, and they play within the team on the horses that are given through the Polo On Demand program, so you get to be evaluated. It's a great program.
Indeed, looking forward to that. Well, you might have just seen on your screens that replay shot, that ball just touching the goalpost, and then unfortunately not going in between the 2 uprights, but actually just going wide. You join us if you've just joined us. It is 1-0 in favor of the Polo School. The man who scored was Facundo Fregenet. And now, turn for Valentino Echezarreta, the 3-goaler there. And also here, that shot on goal just going wide. Now, remember, we will be bringing you the stats at the end of this game. I'm very much looking forward to that, as once again, Juan Bellini will get the Polo School with a knock-in underway.
Yeah, Valentino, another strong 3-goaler. Keep an eye on Echezarreta, as he comes from a strong pole family. And again, you see, this is what I love about Sickle. You see some of the elder statesmen here, like Juan Bellini, and you're getting there too far in front as Ernesto Natividad goes for the ride-off here. Keep an eye on this ride-off here as these guys are going this direction. And he's going to come right here in front. And that's going to block Bellini. You need to be a little bit further back there. Too far in front, blocking a player. That slows up the play. So we have an uneven ride-off. They take it to the center. And it looks like we're going to change here. Joao de Souza going to go ahead and change his pony very quick. And remember, the courtesy change is in effect, but you may change your Polo pony whenever you like. It's an added. Bellini's going to tee this one up. Looks like he's going for the big ball. Big hitter in his day. Former 8-goal player. And as I said, Director of Operations for the Polo School. Polo School is in operation. If you want to learn how to play the game of polo, you can go to gcpolo.com and you'll see Cale Newman and Juan Bellini's names at the end of the website there. And you'll be able to get information for the Polo School and the Polo on Demand program. So you can check out all of that. Big ball by Bellini, but it's going to be picked up here by Trinidad Polo. Bounces off a pony, taken in by Facundo, looking for his second goal of the day. Facu working it down, gets a piece of it, and right in front of goal, Stato, Bellini, Juanito. Oh, man. Right in front of goal, the Polo School. And look at this, cleared out by Trinidad Polo.
Yeah, very unlucky. They're both Bellini's. A deflection, I think, is what was the cause of that. Bellini read it well, and then the other Bellini just get a little bit unlucky. Nice little steal now here by Joao de Souza. Over on the far side, getting Trinidad Polo a little bit further downfield. And let's see if the number 2 here, Kylie McGraw, can do something with that ball. Good a good touch. But the Polo School coming back very quickly. Bellini going in for the hook, gets rewarded, picks up the ball. Nice steal here by Bellini, and he will open up things nicely, but I believe there was a whistle.
Now they're going to run out of time there. That's going to end our first chucker. So just bad luck as Juan does get the steal and was on the breakaway, but that'll end our first chucker 1-0. So a great shot of the Santa Rita Polo Farm. We are live here from the Aspen Field. For our 2023 Madelon Bourdieu, we're going to send everybody off for some fresh ponies, and we'll be right back. Stay with us here on CTV Sports.
There's something about when you get up early, prep the plane, and you take off, and you get that first light of day, and the air is crystal smooth. You can see forever. You have to have the right aircraft for the right flight with the right crew up front. Only NetJets can do this. The flight dissolves into the background. It should just be the here and now.
Welcome back to CTV Sports. I'm Dale Schwetz.
And I'm Jan-Eric Frank. Good
and
afternoon.
we're ready for our second chucker player, Jan.
We are indeed. Just it's been very thin on the ground. We saw a cracking goal as was to be expected by Facundo Freixenet, but he, as we said, has been playing an absolutely great tournament. Trinidad Polo had a couple of chances, weren't able to finish and get on the score sheet. But I've got a feeling now that might change here now in the second chukker.
Yeah, you guys. So we're going to have Santos Bellini play number 1 for the Polo School. Meredith Lovegrove play number 2. Facundo Fresnet plays number 3. And Juan Bellini playing 4. Joao De Souza playing number 1. Kyle McGraw playing the number 2. Valentino Ezazareta playing number 3. And Ernesto Natividad playing the number 4 for Trinidad Polo. Great seeing Trinidad Polo here, a new team in our 6th goal. And that's where you're going to get the foul right there. That ball's coming around the front. 2 players are going forward. You have 1 player running around the front of everybody. So it's 1 meeting 2 and a right-away violation. You could call whatever you want there. Penalty 5A, and it'll be 1.
Quickly taken by Bellini, who will be looking to try and extend that lead. We are still waiting for that first goal to come in from Trinidad Polo. There is the backhand shot, looking for his number 3, Echezareta. Up against Santos. Santos needs to clear a little bit. That's a nice little pass over to the number 2, to McGraw. McGraw does well to control it. Beg your pardon, that's the number 1. That was once again Sousa. Now on the move with the number 3 on his shot. Ezazareta, Valentino. Little under the neck shot. Will he keep that ball in play? Nice little pick up on the near side. This is what we were hoping for. And just biding his time and just at the right moment puts out that little tap shot here. Cracking goal for Trinidad Polo.
Yeah, great goal here by the number 3, Valentino, man. He takes it under the neck. This is a great play on the near side. And then he just grinds it out here. He keeps control of the ball, keeps it away from Santos, keeps it away from Facundo. In front of 2 very strong defensive players. Watch how he slows it up here, keeps it out of the air. Boom, no problem. And then works it hard to the inside. Not an easy goal.
No.
But he finished it off well. Bellini's going to win the ball in, trying to get Facundo going forward here. Good read now by Valentino to pull out of that play. Give and go. Juan will stay on the field. Oh, overhit as he had Tato on his way. Yeah, bad luck there because he had Santos by himself. Just a little bit of a too hard of a hit of a ball off the field.
So here we go. They're knocked in again by Valentino Echezareta, the 3-goaler, having already scored 1. There is the pass out to the right-hand side, and it looks like he's going to find the number 2. McGraw, Kylie McGraw will take this one and run with it. First touch, very solid. In comes Meredith Lovegrove there, and she's done enough to take the ball off McGraw. But coming through the back row, there, through the second row of attack, Valentino Echezareta turns it around very nicely, avoiding all that traffic, working that ball very well. Here's the approach shot now on goal. Just has to check up a little bit. I thought he might go for a cut shot. No, but he's just going to keep us under suspense. Takes the under the neck shot. That has a deflection. But he might get another piece of it. Yeah, indeed, he's lucky. Echezareta will turn things around. Bellini leans out very far, puts his stick down just in the right moment to avoid him making contact. And once again, still Trinidad Polo pushing hard, but eventually the whistle will stop the action.
A lot of action here in the second chukker. Again, the 6th goal heating up, but this ball's going to come across here. It's coming this way at first. And then he goes to the that way, and he has oncoming traffic. And when that oncoming traffic is coming like that, you can't turn across in front. So that's where he's going to get the turning call with the oncoming traffic. A little more space in between there, and Joao will be better. Would not get the whistle. But he had actually had 2 players. He had one of his own player with a blue player. And so you got to be careful of that. Now, if your player's on the inside of the way you're turning, so Joao went to the right. If he would have his own player on the inside, pushing the blue player out to the left and showing contact, then he might get away with it. But good call by the Mount officials. Center hit, 5B.
Bellini, nice, straight, long ball, looking for his number 2 there for Meredith Lovegrove. She was, I beg your pardon, looking for Santos Bellini. Well, it didn't go anywhere. Another whistle will stop the action. Now, will we have a courtesy change? Most of the players I can see are making their way off the field.
Now, this is a big ball hit downfield, and Bellini's just going to get caught up on it right there in the middle. Bad luck. Juan had control, and then it goes underneath his horse, similar to the other play. When you're on top of that ball, you need to clear out. And remember, you must take the most direct way out, and nobody does it because everybody wants to go on defense. It's just the way we're wired. Everyone's going to try to get to a spot that you're better to defend the play. And on that play there, if Juan would have went the opposite way, the white team would have had a true breakaway. So, in some ways, maybe it's better get the foul here and shut the play down and set your team up. Even if they go to center with this, we'll see where they decide to put it. Could be from the spot or center, either or, and they are going to go to center with it. So give up the 20 yards, 30 yards, but at least you don't have a breakaway play, and you have everybody on fresh horses. And Juan Bellini is he's played this game a long time, so, these are the type of plays that sometimes save your team. Even though it was a negative play on the foul, it is a positive play in hindsight on how you can set your team back up and now try to defend this penalty 5.
So here we go then. Penalty 5B from the center. Taken by the number 3, Valentino Echezarreta, through the center.
And there you go.
Yeah, well played, well called, Dale. And Bellini Jr., well, he kind of gave that one back to Echezarreta. I thought he was going to found a little gap, and there is the near side backhand who can turn first at the number 1, De Sousa, João De Sousa. Yeah, again, needing to clear the way. They're going to leave that one for Bellini. He will send it back downfield. Good pick up here by the number 1 in white, the one-goaler, João De Sousa. Snaps one back over the halfway line, back to De Sousa. Now then, can he finish it? Slightly top that ball, and he's got Bellini right behind him. Drops his stick there, got a piece of it. Bellini Jr. able to clear it and get a bit more distance on that, but in comes the number 2, Kylie McGraw. McGraw takes a big shot. Still McGraw. Now, is he going to finish it with a little under the neck? I think he tried to. Now he's going to do the under the neck just there, as it's picked up just in the nick of time by the number 3, Valentino Echezarreta, picking up his second.
Yeah, you need to give all the love to Kyle McGraw, though. Here's Kyle. Had the opportunity there, but he worked it all the way down inside the red zone. And Kyle, well done. Right here, he just gets a little bit over the top of it. But all his team is lined out behind him, and he did all the work he needed to do to get it down there for an easy goal for Echezarreta. So they'll take the lead.
Exactly. So after a goalless first chukker, they've come back very, very strong here in chukker number 2. And I think we might have had a little infringement there on that throw-in.
Yeah, this ball's going to come through the throw-in here. Watch, this ball's going to come this way. And keep an eye on. See that ball coming like that, and it goes like that. And then you have a player coming across the line that way. So that ball was moved. It's called the quick line change. We talk about it all the time. Toughest play in polo for everybody, especially the players. When that line changes quickly, right there, he needed to ride through and give a play. But if he rides through and doesn't make a play on that ball, what happens? Boom. But here's the play now. You're almost better to do that because it's going to move from the center to a 60. Mm-hmm. The play that Bellini fouled on, it was going to be a spot hit move to the center. So there, you want to be a little more composed. Don't make that try to steal that play. Just go ahead and try to get back on defense because now you're going to give up a goal shot penalty.
And this would be much in need here for the Polo School, who started very strong, especially in that first chukker. But Trinidad Polo didn't waste any time in stepping up to the plate, scoring a couple of very nice goals here, both by Valentino Echezarreta. Now then, let's see if this man with the number 3 on his shirt, Facundo Freginet, can pick up his second and the equalizer for the Polo School.
Whoa! Wow.
Wow, what a great
Well, we have not seen one hit over the drone.
No.
That was well hit by Facundo Freginet. Okay, golazo. Facundo, watch how high he hits this ball. This ball doesn't go over the drone. It does. Well, wow. Right by it. And most of the time we see it fly underneath the drone.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's the first time we see one fly right by the drone. So well hit by, and that'll be Facundo's second of the day.
Yeah, and they've won the throw-in once again. The boys, or bigger part of the team, in the white shirt here. Bellini will pick it up. In comes the challenge there from Natividad. Around the outside with the number 3. Echezarreta. A little bit of a cluster there between Echezarreta and Bellini, but I had a feeling that the 2 3-goal players were going to battle it out here this afternoon. Now then, Santos Bellini, can he open things up a little bit? We're down to within the last 30 seconds here of this second chukker. Bellini drills him up to the front now. Then maybe Meredith Lovegrove can get a piece of this. Takes the shot. Well, she got a piece of it, but again, lucky for her, she had Santos Bellini backing her up. But D'Souza, he read it coming as well and was able to avoid or put his stick down just before Santos Bellini would have taken, I'm sure, a shot on goal.
Time clicks down, and that's going to end our second chukker play. So remember, we will bring our stats for you at the end of the game on the 4 chukker games. We do not do half stats at halftime based on 4 chukkers. So 2-2 after 2, we'll send everybody off. And now they'll go into their tents. We'll see what kind of game plan they come back with here for our second half. We'll take a little commercial break. Stay with us. We'll be back for the 2023 Madelon Bourdieu 6-goal Polo.
My name is Augustine Malman. I am a chef. I trained with my uncle in Argentina in several restaurants, and now I travel the world creating unique experiences, all cooked with fire. For this event, we came from California. My team and I had some previous events there, and we traveled with my wood oven trailer and all of our grills from Santa Barbara, California. Well, when we got here, we always arrive about a week prior to the event. There's several things that we order from out of town, like the firewood. We make reservations of all of the rental items, kitchen equipment, anything we need prior to our arrival is already reserved. And then once we arrive into town, we'll source out whatever products are on the menu, like fish, red meats, fruit, vegetable, anything that we need specifically for that menu that we chose. We will source it once we get in town. My team is everything. I mean, I always tell them and to my clients, without a good team, you can't execute these kind of dinners. It takes a lot more work than what people see when they show up to the events. It takes, like I said, I mean, sometimes weeks to prepare for an event like this because we're traveling from out of town, so we have to source everything we're not familiar with. The new barn is, I mean, we're here. This is the first dinner we're doing here, so we're very excited to be here. It's amazing. It's a great place to be, and it has this inner courtyard, which is amazing to do dinners, with a special area back here behind me to do all of our grilling and the fire showcase. So it's great to be here. It's a beautiful place. Very different being up in the mountains, but I mean, I feel with Melissa and Mark and all the events we do together, I mean, I feel like it's home. You know, we've been cooking for them for about 4 or 5 years now. But as far as showcasing what we want to showcase and being in an incredible place like Aspen Valley Polo Club, that's no difference to Wellington. I mean, it's a beautiful place up here. It's going to be a 4-course seated meal. As the first course, we have a halloumi cheese that we sear on our fire plancha with shrimp, pine nut gremolata sauce on top. The second course seated will be a roasted beetroot salad with goat cheese and arugula, lemon zest and olive oil. And then the main course tonight will be a mashed potato, sweet potato puree with skirt steak and chimichurri sauce. My name is Augustine Malman, and we are in Aspen Valley Polo Club, one of the most beautiful places to do an outdoor fire dinner experience.
So both teams back out on the field here. A very quick halftime. They're ready to go. We love it. And Trinidad Polo in the white jerseys. They a new team for our 6th goal with Joao D'Souza. And then we have Kyle McGraw, Valentino Echezarreta, and Ernesto Natividad. And they're a 6-goal team with the Polo School in blue, Santos Bellini. Meredith Lovegrove, one of ours, graduating students, we could call her, because she started in the Polo School on a -1 with Facundo Frezinet and Juan Bellini Sr. 2-2 tight game.
Indeed, and I do apologize if I got that name wrong. It is, of course, as you rightly said, Kyle McGraw.
There you go.
So Apologies for
It's
that.
a new friend now. I don't know Kyle that well. It's going to be nice. We have a lot of new players playing in the here at the Grand Champions Polo Club here on the 16th season, and the 6 goal has been very competitive this year, and that's why here on CTV Sports we cover everything from 6 to 26 goals, and away we go. 2 more chuckers.
On the move, Trinidad Polo, and that looks like a nice run until Bellini came in and stopped what looked like a clear run to goal. Oh, nice pickup out of mid-air here by this young player with the number 3 on his shirt, Valentino Echecerreta. He's on the approach. Can he finish it? Or will that ball, unfortunately for him, just trickle over the back line? But very solid play here by Valentino.
Do you remember watching Valentino play in some of our PTF stuff? Do you remember how small he was? Yeah, we love that here at CTV Sports. We get to watch the younger generation grows. We do a lot of the Polo Training Foundation and the young juniors. We also have junior polo every Wednesday here at the Santa Rita Polo Farm. So if you're interested in playing with the younger group, and you have children that want to play, we call them the juniors, but of course some of them are very young. Please check with Cale Newman and Juan Bellini, and they'll get you signed up for that. It happens every Wednesday afternoon here at the Santa Rita Polo Farm. Juan Bellini on the ball right here in the pink helmet, and then you have a player come from right to left right there, and he blocks it. So penalty 5A for the Polo School, and a big ball hit here by Bellini.
Looking to... Well, give that ball to Santos Bellini. He was a little bit unlucky not to get onto that ball because we know that Juan Bellini not only a very...
Yeah, there's a big ball hit right down like this. And you see how they come together right here. Yeah. And here, they're overlapped right there. And you can see how that ball passed over Santos Bellini's shoulder. So when you're overlapped, you can't make that back shot. That's right where Joao's got to go to the ride-off. Or you got to check a little bit, go right off, and then go near side back shot. Now, if they're not overlapped, you can make that play. And that's what the umpire's looking for. See if those horses are overlapped. So a good player by Santos.
And as a result of that, there will be that penalty in favor of the Polo School. So 2 goals apiece here. We are... Still a lot of polo to be played here in this first half. And stepping up to the plate, looking for his 3rd goal. Penalty, an open goal penalty 2 for Facundo Freixenet. And there it is, his 3rd goal of the match. And with that, of course, puts his team back in the lead by 3 goals to 2.
Yeah, he must... I wonder what size, how heavy his mallets are. Because he hits the ball. He got like this easy swing, but he hits everything so high. For a 2-goal player... I have to get with him and see what he does there because he hit that penalty too, almost as high as a drum.
Yeah.
I mean, the 60, I understand because he's further back, but here he is hitting the ball very well. They'll give him a 1-goal lead, but won by Echecerreta.
And let's see if he can get that ball a bit further downfield. He might just attempt a long-distance shot. He put a bit of a spin on that. Bellini already chasing the ball and... giving out orders of where he wants to play that ball. And that was a nice little backhand shot picked up once again now by Freixenet. Down comes the hammer on the near side. Left for the man with the number 4 on his shirt. And nearly did Santos Bellini steal that ball. I like this combination play. Left down for Bellini. Hammers one back down field. And... looks like he was trying to send that one to Santos. Santos gets into a bit of traffic there. Echecerreta. Santos working hard, trying to steal the ball back, but Echecerreta will come out on top, and he will send the ball back to where it came from. Now he's got 2, or he had 2 to choose from up at the front. Ernesto Natividad and De Souza will just try and take a little bit of pace out of the chucker here. He now needs to just get past Juan Bellini. Yeah, luckily for him, he had the support. Echecerreta came in behind. Left it now for Natividad. And he's going to have to get a little bit quicker out of the starting blocks if he wants to chase that one. Bellini tries to clear it in front of goal, tees it up. And I think that went through, if I'm not mistaken. Dale, help me out here.
Yeah, Ernesto's going to finish this one off. So good job here. Just staying with it. Number 4, keep an eye on him. He blocks it right there. A little mishit. Just keeps his head down and pulls out the putter. And a great goal by Ernesto Natividad. Well done, sir. Keeps his head down. Doesn't fully. Keeps his head buried. He doesn't even look anywhere. Just keeps his head on the ball. 3 blue jerseys around him. No problem.
Yeah, well played indeed. So Ernesto Natividad picking up his first goal. And that, of course...
Good shot there, Kyle and Ernesto during our courtesy break.
Yeah.
They're going to stay on there, 2 beautiful-looking 4-legged athletes there. As some players do play their horses through the chart, but now Juan's going to stay on the gray. And talk up 3-3. Close games in our first game. It was 2-0, Smithfield 4-0. They had a big lead, if you remember, from Manu, who was playing very well, Vijamil. And they kind of opened it up on the Brookfield team, Smithfield. But this one here, very, very close. And so every possession now, big, very clean lineup by our 2 6-goal teams. Everybody working hard here. Picked up and taken forward again by Valentino, overridden now. Look at Ernesto with the hot stick. He'll take it. It's going to be turned around now by Juan Bellini. Bellini on the gray pony. Going to use some players going forward here. Tato's going to fall into the rumble seat, and you'll get a whistle there riding in from behind. And I know Ernesto wants to talk about this one, but you can see how he rides it from behind here. Watch Ernesto. Valentino's going to go to the outside. Keep an eye right there. You can't ride in like that, and your horse kicks the ball. So
yeah.
Pretty easy call for the mountain official, especially when the ball gets kicked by a 4-legged athlete. And so you need to go on the outside there. And again, it's another play that people don't like to do because when you go to the outside, you go near side, you get hooked every time, and you're out of the play. So it's just a play. You just got to stay composed and just go to the outside and maybe wait. Sometimes in the game of polo, you just got to know when you're beat, or as you say, and you got to go to the next play. It's probably the hardest thing in polo to do because of your adrenaline. Want you to make every play. Juan Bellini with the big, big ball. That's 130 in the air inside for Ezreta. I mean, for Azanet. And wow, this kid hits the ball.
Yeah.
He's got a great swing.
Yeah, and again, on that occasion, not much in it. So dodging a big, big bullet here, Trinidad Polo. Ball knocked back into play now by Valentino. Now then, where's he going to play it to? Out to the right-hand side, where he had his number 1 already moving, Joao de Souza. 2-man battling it out here. Yeah, and that'll be met by, once again, Ezreta. He will send it back. There's the bump. Little hook attempt there, nicely done by de Souza. Ball comes back at the feet of Fregenet. And did he get blocked on that? Because we had a whistle.
Yeah, he might have been getting blocked out, and then the guy's coming in on him. Let's take a look at it. They come around the corner here. Very physical 6-goal here in the third. He's blocked right there, and that's why they're going to go ahead and grab it. And that's just a tough play. That's just communication. Once one player's in front blocking another player, you can't come in and steal the ball. So just a little communication there with Ezreta and de Souza. And like you said, once they'll work that out, work those kind of little plays out, tight plays. But when you get in a cluster, every time you do get into a cluster, you need to be careful when you try to go to meet somebody on a cluster because at any time somebody could be being blocked. Cool. So you're better off to steal the ball facing the same direction they're going.
Yeah.
At least that shows that you're there. But if you go to meet plays in there, it can be very tough for the umpire not to blow because of the scrum, they call it, or just players being blocked. Another open goal, and he's been very good today, Fregenet. Another.
Yeah. His second penalty too, his 4th goal in total. And, of course, with that goal, restores the lead here for the Polo School, who now lead by 4 goals to 3.
So back to the center we'll go, and there's Meredith. Left go. I was actually with Meredith last year when she started to play at the Polo School. And she's done a great job. She also plays in the Sunset Cocktails and Chuckers and Cocktails. We haven't done any of those yet. We're going to, I know one's coming. been very busy, but sometimes we throw that into the schedule. We'll let you know when his time permits. The plays, we have many leagues going at the same time here at the largest club in America and fastest growing. Turn around quickly by Ezra. He's going to get the Trinidad team, Polo team going forward. A little miss hit to the outside, Juan Bellini. Bellini moving the ball. I like it. Come on, Meredith. Come on, Meredith. Good riding. She's going to leave it, though, for Frezinet. And it's going to be Facu. Gets it moving forward. Look at Santos Bellini on the inside trying to take out Joao. Now the rotation. And Frezinet drags it to the inside on the Bay Pony. Frezinet. And that is a beautiful high flag right there. He earned every bit of it. But it all started with an awesome back shot from Juan Bellini. Move the ball. Get your player out in front. Nice approach shot. And the finish.
Yeah, elegance and motion there. His fifth goal, Dale, of this game for the Polo School. So it's all been down to this young man, Facundo Frezinet. And that really was absolute textbook. The way he controlled it, head down. And then a solid finish, and the Polo School starting to run away with things here now.
Yeah, no, very strong chucker for us. So one chucker left, and we'll be right back. So stay with us here on CTV Sports.
Foot golf, it's a kind of life, and also it's a combination about golf and football.
So I got into sport through social media. Someone approached me on Twitter and said, "Have you tried it?" I'd never heard of it at that point. So I went to my local course and tried it and just completely fell in love with the game.
This is not as easy as it looks on your body. It's a lot of kicking. We don't normally kick this many hard kicks in soccer.
For me, this and the U.S. Open are the two top U.S. tournaments. It's something we all look forward to every single year.
Great fun, and I think everyone will enjoy it when they try it. You can't not have fun.
When you set goals at the start of the season and you're able to achieve them at the end of the year, I think I can speak for everyone and say when we set goals and we make the sacrifices that we make, which a lot of people don't see, and then it all comes to fruition, it's a good feeling.
I literally live, breathe foot golf.
The Taqueria has all your polo needs, from the novice to the professional. We carry all of our equipment in multiple grades to fill a price point to suit the individual.
All right, fourth chucker, and right now, what a chucker was by the Polo School. 3 goals by Facundo Frezinet, and he has all 5. He has 1 in the first, a penalty 4 in the second, 2 twos in the third, and a 1. And on the other side, you have 2 by Valentino Ezreta, 1 by Ernesto Natividad, and it's going to be Ezreta here in the blue helmet. Santos will pull out. Good play by Santos. Might as well give him a play. You're in the middle of the field. No need to rush that one. Joao going to take it forward here to number 1. Bellini still can't get it done. Joao, good ball control. Look at this. Going to work it all the way in. Now the ride-off by Juan Bellini. And a shot on goal in the high flag. And everybody looking for a foul here. But this is just great ball control.
Yeah, he did very well avoiding that first bump. There it comes again, and then he reaches under the neck on that play. Now, is that something which maybe
they're going to go the Aronis, and I like this because that ball wasn't all the way under, and that ball was in neutral. Memo Gracita, what would you call a ball in the middle? What if there's a ball in between me and you? Who's allowed to hit it?
Okay.
A ball right in the middle. We're riding each other off, and there's a ball dead in the middle. Who's allowed to hit that ball, Jan?
Well, both of us.
Both of us. So that ball was definitely more on his side. Yeah. It was under his horse's neck. So I like this call. I think it looked like the Mount official went to our Our IRO third man who he has on the sideline who he can use if he needs. And I like the call. That ball was just underneath, it looked like to me, on my side, on the side of Joao. So Joao will get it. But I understand why the Polo school thought they might have got fouled there as a reaching play. But really that ball's got to be an underneath Bellini's horse because the ball in the middle is neutral.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Memo would say anything around that area, go for it. It's a fine line to tell you which ball is neutral and which ball is not neutral. Okay, on the knock-in here, 1 goal difference. And it's going to go down to the end here in our 4th and final chucker. Big knock-in here looking for Fresinet. Good pickup by Facundo. Joao working hard here on him. Joao going to push him. Joao almost gets it done. Well done, Fresinet. And now you might get a little reaching call. We'll see what they decide. 2 players come together on the ride-off.
Yeah, it was very close again.
We'll get a good look at this one.
Yeah. There they are.
Now that one, you can kind of see maybe more in front of Joao. And so a good call here by the mount official. Not an easy call if you're not, depending where you're at.
Exactly.
If you're looking right at it. But even on the drone there, you can see if you couldn't see that ball, that it was closer to Facundo. You could definitely see the ball, so it's definitely couldn't.
On the move once again.
Yeah, so great calls.
Up to the front door. Now then, he's in a perfect position. Oh, good touch here by Kyle McGraw. And just overshot it. So Kyle McGraw there getting himself in a very, very good situation. And just a little bit unlucky on the finish.
Kyle with a good shot there. He slapped at that one. She hit it a little bit too hard. And Juan Bellini will go ahead and take a turn here. Take his time, get his team lined out. Here comes Juan.
Good, just under 4 minutes left to play here. So Trinidad Polo looking for the equaliser. The Polo school now want to get it over the time. Again, right in front there, Kyle McGraw up against Juan Bellini. Trying to send that ball over to the far side, looking for Santos. But once again, Ezechirreta doing a good job to allow Joao de Souza to take this one. Now he passes the stick back to his number 3, Valentino Ezechirreta. There is the pass. Looking for Ernesto Natividad. Open backhand play. Had a deflection. Picked up now by de Souza. And he's got Bellini right there with him. In comes Ezechirreta. A little bit of a traffic jam going on over on the far side of the field. Nice little pick up here by Kyle McGraw. Leaves that one there for Ernesto Natividad. A lot of sticks up in the air. And eventually, the whistle is blown.
Ernesto's going to bring his ball forward right here. And then they come together. Watch, here's Ernesto right there. And then right there, Facundo's kind of coming that way. So, a blocking foul here against the blue in favor of the white. So well done, Ernesto. And Ernesto, he's going to ask if he can get off here just to check. And I guess he is. So he'll go ahead and walk the gray mare off. He's tough on the inside, Ernesto. He battles it out, doesn't he?
Yeah, and obviously 2-goal player.
Likes getting in the trenches, as they say.
He knows what he's doing.
He knows what he's doing, yes, sir. Yes, sir. He stays true there. He stays true to make sure that Facundo's got to stay true. He didn't deviate, didn't move off his line, didn't go left, didn't go right, just stayed directly on his old line. And they go to their final courtesy change of the game.
Nice image there. Nice shot of Santos Bellini. Another one of that generation of players who I think will see a lot more coming out of him over the coming years. It was so nice to see his brother, Juancito, come into the studio the other day.
Yeah. So Juancito's going to be playing in the 12 goal. So we will see a lot of him. He's going to be back playing. And we're going to get an open goal here, an opportunity for the Trinidad team to get the equalizer and everybody on fresh legs. So who's got the horsepower here to finish this 2023 Madelon Bourdieu 6-goal game up? And both teams, remember, have not played against the two teams that played earlier, so they're going to mix it up with the two brackets. Polo School, Limehouse Property, Smithfield in one. Oria, Trinidad, and Brookfield in bracket one, and then Polo School, Limehouse Properties, and Smithfield in bracket two. And there you go.
Chizarreta once again, no mistake, and that is the equalizer. So, third goal, this is an open goal penalty, 2 for the 3-goaler, and an important goal. So, Dale, again, down to the wire here with, I think we're going to have a courtesy change, and then just when they come back, oh no.
Yeah, they just had it.
They had it.
Yeah, they took the courtesy change there before the penalty. So this is it right here, Jan, our final just under 3 minutes. It's all about control and possession now, and here we go. Picked up, turned around by Ernesto. Ernesto on the bay pony now. He was on the gray. Override, backed up by Bellini, bounces off Chizarreta. Chizarreta wearing the 3. Drop pass. Oh, I like it. Good thinking. A 6-goal Polo. Look at it. Now he rotates around and steals it back. Wow. Go for it here. As Valentino says, I want to get one. Slows it down. Got to keep it moving here. He doesn't want to get caught on the delay. Now he shoots a goal. Oh, off the left side.
Yeah, very unlucky. Very unlucky indeed. And you could see that Kyle McGraw also wanted to get a piece of that play. So I don't want to lean out the window too far, Dale, but I've got a funny feeling the next goal could be the decider here in this pairing.
Yeah, no, you want to get one now. The way this game has been, because they're tough. Bellini looking for a whistle. He's not going to get one. They're going to keep it going. Good pickup here by Facundo. Facundo, they override. Uh-oh, get out of the way, because here comes Valentino, and he's hungry right now. He was trying to get one down on far right. Tato with the defensive play. Valentino still keeps control. Chizarreta gets help from teammates there. He'll turn it back to the inside. Control play. Little bit of a miss-hit. Oh, and here comes Tato. Santos. Oh, and he's mounted up here, but good rotation by Joao. Loose ball play, Bellini. Juan opened it up. Not the shot he was looking for, and it'll be scooped up here by Chizarreta. Chizarreta, Valentino, head-to-head with Facundo. Tato's going to come over and help out. Clock's going to tick down. And maybe a delay of game. And you could get it. Because you might have you had a clear and you had to use it there for sure. Yeah, let's watch it. Drags it forward once. Watch Facundo clear out. See, that's what you want to do, clear out. See, because if you clear out, then he's got to hit it.
Yeah.
And that's just a great play by Facundo. It's when players don't clear out that the player gets to move the ball around. They'll let him give them that opportunity. So here you go, final run. This could be the final possession before we're going to OT.
Bellini on the move will leave this one once again for Freixenet. Nice little chip shot back to Bellini. Will he be the man of the match? Drills one. Oh, it has a deflection. Sent back by Valentino to where it came from. And out comes that hammer. Who can turn on it first? Oh, a little chip shot there. Well, he just sliced it as he tried to go for that. Now De Souza will give the right of way to Valentino Chizarreta. He turns things around. Let's have a look at the clock. There is still plenty of time. Can Trinidad Polo pick up their first win here in the Madelon Bourdieu Memorial? Well, they still have possession. There is the backhand.
And time must have ran out there, so we're going to OT. So back shot there by Bellini to save the day. Tato, we're going to send them all off. A bit of an advantage for the Trinidad Polo team here is they're going to be right around the 80-yard line for a bowl-in from the center to the board. But stay with us because they were very quick on their halftime. So I'm sure they're going to be quick on changing here for sudden death. Chucker 5, first goal wins. Stay with us on CTV Sports.
Happy to be back in town, playing with the best teams, best boys, and, on the best fields.
So we're going to start the season a full power horse.
I'm just happy to be back in Florida. It's hometown. Looking forward to getting back on these amazing fields.
Hi, I'm Tomacho Pérez.
Hello, I'm Nacho Figueras.
Hello, I'm Martín Muñoz.
I'm Gonzalito Pérez.
I'm Alejandro Novillo Estrada.
Hello, I'm Nacho Novillo Estrada. I made goals and here back in Aspen.
Okay, so our four chucker polo. We're in our fifth chucker, and this is overtime. Sudden death overtime. First goal wins. And Yan, all 5 goals scored by Facundo Frezinet. But, and then on the other team, we had Valentino with 2, Ernesto with 1, and Joao with 1. But 2 unanswered goals scored in the 4th chucker. So the Polsko hasn't scored. They didn't score in the 4th.
No.
And
that should have really, after the way they played in chucker number 3, where they won 3-1. Remember a hat trick coming from Facundo in that chucker. They should have really,
I thought they were locking into something there, but it was the opposite. Trinidad Polo got stronger and passed the ball well. They worked very well. Ernesto, everybody. Kyle was involved. Joao, the whole team was involved in the 4th chucker. And now you get a bit of an advantage. As they said, they're going to bowl it in around the 70-yard line, 80-yard line. So not far from goal. If the Trinidad team is to get possession here, they're going to have an opportunity to shoot.
Well, let's see if they do get that opportunity, or let's see if the Polo school has some sort of a game plan up their sleeve. You can see all 4 players just ready to get on with it, just waiting for 1 or 2 more players to come out onto the field. So we've had that quite a few times so far this season, Dale. In the 26 as well, we've had it. That we've had to go into overtime. We've had it quite a lot in the 12 goal, which to me is also, again, a reflection of how well balanced the teams are playing, whether it's 6, 8, 12, or 26 goal polo.
Now you said it. I mean, all these overtimes are just very competitive polo, well-balanced teams, and love the sudden death. Remember, first goal wins, so it's not you don't have to finish the chucker. You just got to go ahead and get a goal between the 24 feet, 8 yards. Get it done.
So possession will be key here now as they line up back. Good luck to both teams. Ball's in play, comes out the far end, and the first touch will be that of the man with the number 3, Valentino Ejizarreta. Still on the boards. Bellini will do everything in his power to stop him from advancing any closer. Steals that ball on the boards. So now the Polo school have it. And let's see if they can then very quickly, but you can see Ejizarreta, he wants it back. Gets a little bit of support to allow Bellini now to find a little bit of space to work in. Top that ball coming off his pony or his thigh. You can see he's working very hard. leaving the player behind. Nice little ball. It looks like he's going to try and run this one himself.
He's going for it. He's going for it here, Jan.
And just the very most important of all shots, the very last one is where he got a hook. But they still have possession. Nicely turned around. Will he make it half a dozen? There is the shot on goal.
Oh,
well, guess who, Dale? He scored 5, and that makes it a perfect ending goal. Number 6 for Facundo Freixenet.
Yeah, you might as well give it back. I thought Bellini might take the little pop shot, but he went for the full swing there. And that might have been with design, though, knowing that Freixenet was coming. And then Facundo Freixenet, he has just been spectacular today. As you said, 3 from the penalty line, 3 from the field, and mounted very well, but I'm very impressed by his penalty shooting today.
So, after a very exciting second match here of the Madelon Bourdieu, here then are your end-of-match stats as promised.
All right, 6 for the Polo School, 5 for Trinidad. There you go. Whoa, interesting. Trinidad with more shots on goal, but so better shooting by the Polo School because only 3 knock-ins by Trinidad, 6 taken by the Polo School, so they missed a goal a few times, and that's not a bad stat. They'll get that worked out, but they had a lot of shots, so congratulations to Trinidad on that. They won a lot of throw-ins, too. That's working well for them. But fouls committed, 10 fouls and 4 chuckers. Well, we had 5, but 4. They need to work on that a little bit. That's just too many. Even though there were a lot of penalty 5s, they need to clean it up a little bit. And then look at the penalty scored 3-1, and that makes a big difference in a 4-chucker game.
Absolutely.
So thank you guys for the stats. Well done there. And I want to give one day here at CTV Sports again, covering our 12-goal final. Big love to the Sieber family, Sieber Memorial. Congratulations, done this a 3-peat. That's awesome. That'd be a great scene for them to go for the 4th next year. And, of course, we love our 6-goal polo. So for Jan Erik Frank, I'm Dale Schwetz. I speak for everyone here at CTV Sports. I say thank you for making us the leaders in polo broadcasting. And always remember here at CTV Sports, we love the polo.